Get ready with me while we talk about how I didn't find out I was pregnant until my second trimester. For reference, I'm 23 now and have a 7-month-old, but I found out that I was pregnant at 22 only a few months after college graduation. So first, let's take this story back to December before I found out I was pregnant, and I found out on January 30th, about a month before I found out. So in December, I started going to the doctor because I was really sick and I couldn't figure out why. Newsflash, I was pregnant. But I was going in with a lot of GI symptoms and a bunch of other random things similar to GI related symptoms. And basically they did a bunch of blood work and tried to figure out what was wrong with me. So all of my blood tests came back from my primary doctor as fine. And she decided that it was best to recommend me to a GI specialist to see if there was some underlying causes that I had. So it's about the second or third week of December now, and I'm probably the sickest I've ever been in my entire life. I couldn't eat, couldn't drink. I literally couldn't do anything but sleep. Well, if you know anything about GI doctors, they take forever to get appointments to. They're very busy. So I called the GI specialist and they told me that they couldn't get me in until January 2nd, I think. So that was really, honestly, it was as soon as they could get me in, so I was excited that I was only going to be a few weeks away, but also that just meant it was going to take longer to figure out what was wrong with me. So flash forward to my GI specialist appointment. I go in, get a bunch of blood work done, and they tell me that they will call me back in a few weeks and I will come back in for a follow-up appointment. So got my blood work done and then I came back a few days later, I'm pretty sure. So my appointment comes around and I go back to the doctor and they basically say that they want to do an endoscopy, but on top of that they found out that I had really low B12, and if you look up the symptoms of B12, it was basically every single symptom that I had, and my B12 was severely low. So they were like, we're pretty sure that it's just your B12. We're going to start you on B12 injections to try to get it up as fast as we can and take those for a few months, see how you start to feel, and then we will come back and reevaluate. But my endoscopy was not going to be scheduled until February, the end of February, I think. So it was over a month out. That was just the soonest that they had.